Hi there. My name is Becky. I'm a certified yoga therapist, and I bring you quick tips to help you live healthier and happier. This week, I wanted to talk about something that I see over and over again in my practice, um, and my practice being the people that I work with, both in groups and privately. What I'm talking about this week is taking care of yourself is a necessity and not an indulgence. This has come up a lot recently with my clients. Um, I tend to work with a lot of women, a lot of moms who give and give and give and give and give of themselves. And in the process, they forget to take care of themselves. So they get exhausted, they get worn out, they are overgiving and undertaking sometimes. They're just not taking care of themselves. So when I see it with my clients, I'm often reminding them how important it is to take care of themselves, because I know they want to take care of their kids or their aging parents or the people they work with. They are wanting to take care of others, um, but they're running on empty. They are risking exhaustion often. And when you're exhausted, you just don't have anything left to give to other people. So it's a necessity to take care of yourself. It's not an indulgence. You can only thrive when you take care of other people and take care of other people when you take care of yourself first. I have often heard the analogy of giving from your cup, right? But that cup is, if you have think of a cup and saucer, the cup is what's sustaining you. The saucer, what's overflowing into the cup, from the cup into the saucer, that's what you really have left to give for other people. So fill up your saucer first, fill up yourself in whatever means you need to, so that you can have that excess, that overflowing amount of energy, that overflowing amount of love, kindness, desire to take care of other people. You can only have that and thrive when you take care of yourself first. I want you to remember, as we talk about this, that taking good care of yourself, especially when you are someone who's devoted yourself to other people, um, such as a mom, taking good care of yourself is a practice that you work on over time. So if you're like me and a lot of people I know, you might be really good at it at times. You might take wonderful care of yourself for a particular season of life, but then something happens. Maybe someone gets sick, maybe a job change, maybe your kids do something different. They move out or they move back home, whatever it is. So a life change happens, and all of a sudden you're not taking such good care of yourself. That's when you remind yourself that it's a practice. And you have to go back to that practice over and over again and work on it over time, especially when you've fallen off the wagon. And so I do work with a lot of people who've experienced trauma, and those same people who are forgetting to take care of themselves just in general life are forgetting how important it is after experiencing a traumatic event. I know just speaking for myself, I've experienced a couple of things over the past couple of years that thankfully I've been trained to notice and deal with trauma. So I was able to recognize that it was a traumatic event, and I needed to step back and just give myself a little bit of extra TLC, whether that meant sleeping a little bit extra or making sure I was eating well or doing restorative yoga or talking to somebody who could help me through it, whatever it was. Taking care of myself, especially after experiencing a traumatic event. Now, you may have trauma from the distant past that you've still not processed. And if you are starting to process it, the same applies for you in that period as well. When you're processing trauma, when you're resolving it, take extra care of yourself. It's especially important during these times. And this is something that I remind myself of all the time. I get in my own way when I don't make myself a priority, because I am somebody who will overgive. I am somebody who will put others first, and I can only do it so long. I run out of energy, I run out of steam. So, whether it's practicing yoga, taking care of myself in that way, or whether it is eating good food, whatever it is, if I make myself a priority, then I can turn around and make other people priorities as well. So it's a self-fulfilling thing. Taking care of yourself helps you take care of others. So that leads me to just one question for you. What is one thing that you can do for yourself this week? What is it? Eat. Make sure you eat well. Not drive through the fast food um, and pick up fast food for dinner. Maybe it's making sure you cook some healthy food. Maybe it's making sure you get good sleep at night. That's something that is so important, and it affects you in the next day for sure. Or is it maybe you need a little exercise? Maybe you need to set up an appointment with someone who can help you process something. I don't know, but what is one thing that you can do for yourself this week? So I challenge you to think of what it is, and even put in the comments what's one thing that you can do for yourself that will take care of you, not somebody else. I know that there's plenty of people out there who are very self centered, who are very much focused on themselves. I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to all the people who are overgivers, those that will put everybody else first and forget that they need a little bit of love as well, love and kindness. So, and that's my clients. Those are the people that I work with all the time. They're always forgetting to put themselves in the equation of life. So, again, I challenge you just to do one thing extra for yourself this week. Take a bath, read a book, talk with a friend, whatever it is. But I'd love to see it in the comments. And if you do need help with this, if you need help figuring out what that might be, maybe you are so far removed from the process of taking care of yourself that you have forgotten what you might need, and you can't quite figure it out. Reach out. I'll put a link in the comments where you can set up a free chat with me, and we can talk about how yoga therapy might be able to help you figure this out again. Because we do lose track when we haven't taken care of ourselves, we lose track of what we need. So sometimes it helps to have someone else along in this process of figuring it out again. So do reach out if you need some help. And remember, it's never too late to live healthier and happier. It just takes one step. Just one small step can shift your path and make everything better. All right, that's all for today. I will be back next week with another quick tip, and reach out if you have any questions. Bye for now.